The Joe and Ralph Show, where the 80s live. Get that hairspray and leopard skin pants out one more time. Tune up your guitars and get ready to rock. The Joe and Ralph Show starts now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Joe and Ralph Show, where the 80s live. That's right, man. The 80s live here on the Joe and Ralph Show. Brittany Fox, as always. Oh, man. I love that song. What's up, Ralph, man?
That was playing on my way home today, Brittany Fox.
Oh, yeah. I noticed when usually you leave me a message on WhatsApp, an audio message, you always got that cool. I said, that's my boy right there. He knows what to listen to. You know, hell yeah.
I know if it's a song that you like, I'll record a couple seconds of it. I say, he'll like this one.
yeah, man. I love. What is it? You got Sirius XM or something?
Yeah, they. I got the Sirius XM. They let me have it free for a few months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for everybody. Deal? If you got satellite radio in that new car, you know you got it.
It's funny that you say that. Yeah, that's I just literally have only been home for an hour,
maybe
a little over an hour, and I went and got my wife a new car for her birthday. Her birthday is this Tuesday, so I've been at the dealership like all day long and trying to work something out. And excuse me, I had to sneeze. And so traded in our old Sorrento and got her a new Kia Sportage 2021, and it worked out. I didn't know if it was going to work out or not, but everything worked out. It's just, man, that is a long process, you know?
There's no way to speed that up. No way.
Golly, man. Holy crap. I was like, damn. You know, you deal with the salesperson, and they're like, what are you interested in? What do you think your payments are? What are you looking at for your payments? Blah, 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 blah. But the lady, it was a sales woman. She was really nice, man. She was really nice. She didn't, you know, how some car people, they push you and they apply that pressure. She wasn't like that at all. She was really laid back, really nice. And I was like, wow, you know, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it at all. And so I was out down there for all afternoon into the.
There's no, even if you come with cash in hand, I don't think the process could go any faster. The paperwork you have to sign alone will take all day.
Man. And so the last time that we got, when we bought our old Sorrento, the one I traded in, it's a 2009. So that tells you how long ago that was, you know. And back then you signed everything. Now everything you just sign your name on a tablet, and then you just touch some buttons and your signature goes everywhere. And I was like, I'm getting old because I don't remember ever doing that before.
No,
you know, never. But anyway, welcome to the Joe and Ralph Show, everybody. We had to postpone last week because just had some stuff happen, and I called Ralph. I said, man, are you cool if we cancel? He's like, sure. And we had something a little bit more important going on. We did our first collaboration where Ralph was able to figure out how to record direct with his drum kit. And
the process. I needed to learn the process.
Yeah, it's that's right. Yeah, and when it's a new learning curve, man, it takes a minute.
Oh yeah,
it takes a minute because I was trying to leave Ralph messages like, okay, if you do this and this and this, but I was like, I'm not there, so it's kind of hard. You know, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth, and I didn't know you would take it to the limit that you took it. I just wanted, let me send you this white snake thing. You do what you do and send it to me so I can see it. I want to understand how this works. I didn't think if I would have put more effort into it. So there, you know what I mean? I'm just, let me do this. Let me get this done. And all right, you got it. Fix it, send it back. I want to see what that looks like, what it sounds like, what the process works. So
yeah, there you go. It was great. I mean, you know, I knew, I have a feeling you weren't expecting the result that you got. I think you were just, well, what did you think? What were you?
I guess I thought I would send you the video clip of me playing and send you the audio, you know, on the email.
Right.
I thought, well, you would add the guitar to it I wanted to see it video wise. I don't know what I thought. I thought there'd be a side by side, and you'd send it to me so I can see what am I going to look like? What are you going to look like? What is that going to sound like? But you took it above and beyond with the angles and the mixing, and so it's fantastic. Makes you want to do another one, and because I know I can do better, you know.
Yeah, and it's just like I told you. Once you kind of understand how to step up your game when you're going direct and all that, it makes you want to play. It makes you, because it's like you said. Now I like playing with my headphones on. Well, that's all I've done. For years, because that's where it's going to sound the best, you know.
And it does.
And it's like, whoa, I didn't know my stuff could sound like this.
No, I was happy in my little world. I was like, oh, this is all good and fun. It was just for me, you know. And then you open that door. Now I can't go back.
Yeah. Once you go direct, it's hard to go back to the old way. That's for sure. Because tomorrow, I might as well go ahead and announce this now. Tomorrow, I'm going to head to Ralph's house. He lives, I guess for me, it'd be about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, I figure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to go down there. I'm going to take a couple of cameras and also use my phone for hopefully a moving camera if we can get if our other camera person will be available. And,
all right.
And to do that, and we're gonna play a couple of things. We're taking baby steps here, but we're really looking forward to this. It's really going to be nice to actually play with another musician.
That's what I'm looking forward to. It's more that if something good comes out, we get some good footage, some good videos. That's a bonus. This is really to play together again in the same room.
Yeah. That's been a long time coming.
Yeah, that's something you can't buy that. You can't fake that. It's going to be great.
The way things are nowadays, everything is you're either doing collaborations like what we have done, and then with other people, or you're doing pre-recorded stuff, which is fine too. That's all well and good too. Yeah, David Stafford, what's up, man? He says you guys will have a blast. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've been. I told him, I said, man. He ordered an interface and all that stuff. So when I get there tomorrow, I'm going to get all that hooked up for him. There you go.
Still in the box. I haven't even taken that.
There you go. Audiobox USB 96, which that was my very first interface that I had, and it's real user friendly. So I'm going to get there and get that downloaded and get that set up. I can have it up and running within minutes, and all that good stuff. And then when Ralph gets home from work, we'll go over a few test runs and get in the kind of get loosened up there, and then we'll try to do a couple of things. Yeah. It's going to be fun. So thank God I'm on vacation. So
that was the deciding factor for all this, really, because you got the time off. I'm going to be off Monday the following day, so if it goes really late, it'll be fine. That's
good. That's why I was hoping that you would be off the next day, so you wouldn't have to, well, I gotta get into bed, man. I gotta, because when I come back Monday, that's when I'm gonna start all the editing process and try to get all the clips together and get everything synced up and all that. So it should be pretty fun. It should be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs says, check out that V. I guess he's talking about behind you, Ralph, because I don't have one.
Wrong one.
There it is. That's that Jackson Rhodes V. There you go.
That's the Randy Rhodes edition. Yeah.
What was you going to say? I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you going to say?
You enjoy the editing process, too, about as much as you like playing, do you not? I mean, you like making the videos and
I enjoy the editing process because to me it's a whole nother creative kind of avenue.
Yeah.
And I enjoy doing that. It's time consuming, but it's the reward is the end result.
Yeah.
And it's there was times, man, when I would try to edit a video and I'd be in here for 4 hours on like a little 2-3 minute clip with just one camera angle, not multiple angles, just one.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any kind of software. I was using I forget what it was called, Windows Movie Maker. I think that's what it was called. And it was it was something else because you'd get everything synced up, and then when you would upload it to YouTube, the audio and video would be out of sync.
Oh, no.
So you had to literally make it back it up a couple of seconds. So when it went through the processing on YouTube, it would
finally
sync up. Yeah, and
okay.
it was like a puzzle. And that, man, God Almighty, you talk about going nuts. And so I did that for a long time, and it would take me hours to do that. Stafford Music Studio, man, I had a great time last night, Dave, on the show, man. Thanks for having me on. He says, are you guys going to play with a backing track so you can hear bass, or is it just going to be guitar and drums? Great question. What we're hoping to do is on karaokeversion.com, you're able to customize your backing track if you want to do that. It costs like an extra $1 to be able to do it, but for what we're going to do, that's perfect because it won't sound so thin.
Yeah.
So we're going to have the backing tracks will have the drums and guitar missing, and everything else will be there, like, you know, your bass, your vocals, keyboard, if it
whatever.
Yeah, right. So it'll sound more like a full band scenario, you know. So it's going to sound really good. So yeah, it's
I mean, if
cool.
we played together more often, I would love to just get together and make up some songs and stuff, because I mean, I got a bass right there. I love to play the bass just as well, but this, for our purposes, a pre-made recording track is going to work for us. It's already got the bass, the singing, and if it happens to need keyboard, like the White Snake song has keyboard on it.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll show that here in a minute. I've already put it on. Yeah,
it's got a funny little at the beginning, a ting, kind of a, like it's hitting not a cowbell, but some kind of a cymbal part or something like that makes you feel like it's off, but it's not off.
Yeah, I struggled with that when I was putting it together. I said, what is going on there? And to me, I think what it is the synthesizer on the track has like some kind of little delay or something in the beginning. And you don't hear it later. It's just in the beginning. And
it stops.
That was throwing me off. I was like, what is that? And I kept readjusting everything, and then I couldn't get it, so I put it back to where I had it, and I was like, well, everything's lining up. And I said, oh, I know what it is. It's that synthesizer.
Yeah.
It's
that's the conclusion I come to too, because at first it threw me to my ear. I'm like, what is going on there at the beginning? And once it, I don't know, 20 seconds in, it stops. Probably, I think.
Yeah. It just kind of throws you for a loop for a second, and then it just it's fine. So I told Ralph, I said, if it sounds like it's out in the beginning, it's not. It's just that synthesizer, man. It's just, and then it catches up. Thrash says, this drummer dude has some bitchin' guitars, he says.
I like that with the accent.
Yeah, we're from the South, man. So we have a
country accent.
We have a Southern drawl. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
We have a Southern drawl. And but I understand. I totally get it. When I hear somebody from Boston, I'm like, wow, they got
Boston.
Yeah. I'm driving a car. You're driving a what? Driving a car.
Get in the car.
Yeah. Sesame Wagner, looking forward to hearing y'all together again. Yeah, that's going to be fun, man.
Joe, that's my sister.
That's your
Susanna.
sister?
That's Susanna, yeah.
Oh, Susanna. I'm sorry. I thought it said Sesame. I'm sorry. Hey, Susanna. How are you doing? I'm so sorry. I misread that. Hey, Susanna. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. Wow. I haven't seen her probably since we were teenagers.
Yes, a good 30-something years. Yeah.
Well, Susanna, it's good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much.
She's a drummer too, man. She actually plays. Yeah, she's a drummer too.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How long has she been playing drums?
Joe, she actually took lessons, if I'm not mistaken. When we were younger, she took lessons and she had her own drum set and everything. And she's recently gotten back into it.
What?
So, yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
Susanna, do you have any videos on your channel? Any content?
She ain't got that far. She's getting back into it though.
I was going to pull one up. I was like, man, I'd like to see that. Okay.
Right.
That'd be cool. Well, if you ever get any content of you drumming, let us know. We'll feature you on here. We'll give you a feature. I'd love to see that. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. We're just looking at the chat as we go on. David Stafford, he said, me too, Joe. Thanks for being my awesome co-host. Hey, man, my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Joe, I usually go back and I'll watch you and Stafford and R2. I'll go back and watch the show, but I hadn't watched it because you guys come on kind of late, and if I have to work, I go to bed.
No,
and I caught the first 5 minutes before I actually fell asleep. And I want what was the guess that riff? What did you do?
What did I do? I did. Oh my God, you had to ask me that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had a crazy day today.
Why don't I ask Dave? Dave, what riff did Joe do?
Yeah, that is sad. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. What did it? I got it right here. What did I do? Let's see. Here it is. Let's see what it is. Play the video, dude. Oh, it was Kiss. Crazy, Crazy Nights.
Crazy Nights. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I sent you that yesterday. Yeah.
We could do that song. Absolutely. What did Dave do?
I don't remember. I don't.
I guess I'll go back and watch the show.
Yeah, Dave, you have to chime in. I can't remember. I'm blank today. I mean, I literally just got done eating dinner and came straight here. I haven't had time to do anything. Oh, he did Blackened by Metallica. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, Dave. I just couldn't remember, man. Let's see. What we got here? Stafford says that's awesome. It might be hard to get loud enough above the drum unless it is. They are electronic drums, yeah. So he can go direct. So that's awesome. So we'll be able to adjust volumes accordingly. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons I would love a real drum set, but being electronic, you can just plug it in and you're good to go. It solves a lot of problems.
What, an electronic kit cause more problems?
No, it solves a lot of problems.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would rather, if I was a drummer, I'd much rather have an electronic kit than an acoustic set. Oh my God, hell yeah! You can sit there and play and not bother nobody. I
don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah.
Well, can you read that? What your sister said?
It says I took lessons when I was 15, gave it up when I had babies, just got back into it. Need more practice, LOL, but I love it.
Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't know you took lessons that long ago. Man, I never knew that. That is so cool.
I think I had told her one time that I have a recording of us doing it's a Guns N' Roses song. I think it's I can't even remember the song now that I mentioned it, but I have a tape of us playing somewhere. So if I find that, I'll figure out how to get that to you, or we'll play it on air. Me and Susanna.
Okay. I was about to say I didn't play no Guns N' Roses song.
No, you did not. No, you didn't.
I don't really care about that, but no, that's cool. That's cool that y'all did that. That's awesome, man. That is fantastic. Susanna, while you're in here, if you're still going to be in here for a minute, can you tell me some of your favorite bands? I would like to know what that is. That's interesting to know. Some of your favorite bands, some of your favorite music. That'd be cool. Speaking of some cool music, man, we talk about the 80s and all that stuff here. And I found these clips. I want to share some of this, and we can talk about it while it's playing or whatever. White Lion. I've been thinking a lot about White Lion this past week. And I think White Lion was a very underrated band. Do you think the same?
I agree. I mean, they have 3 or 4 real big hits that they're known for. Wait, Radar Love, and they had a ballad too, I believe.
When the Children Cry, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. When the Children Cry. But they were underrated. I agree with you.
Yeah, they were very underrated. And I was thinking last night, matter of fact, about Vito's playing style. And I was like, if you listen to him, he rarely does like power chords and stuff. He's always doing a very melodic kind of rhythm. And I was like, damn, he's all over the place. But it's really cool. I love his guitar playing. He kind of took the whole Eddie Van Halen style and he kind of made it his own. you know, and he kind of added his own flair to it as well, which I thought was really cool. There's a documentary on YouTube you can pull up, and I think it's called Escape from Brooklyn, and it's the White Line documentary, and it's very interesting. You know, like I said, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's really good.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's really good. But let's see. Let me see. She says probably the song that you and her played was Paradise City, probably.
That's it. Paradise City.
Probably what it was.
Yeah.
She gives her favorite bands here. Shinedown, Seether, Saliva. Is that right?
Yeah.
And
Saliva.
Foo Fighters. Oh, Foo Fighters. I like them. They're great. Yeah. And there's some good choices there. Mark Tanner. Hey, man, how are you doing? He says, hey, folks, thank you for being here so much. We appreciate it. But I was wanting to, I don't know if you've seen any of this. So let's see if we can share some of this right here. I saw this earlier in the week, and I thought it was really cool. It was some White Line footage. It was when in their heyday from like 87 up till, I don't know.
Okay.
To something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Let me expand this and tell me what you think. White Line Concert Anthology, 87 to 91. So this is, we're not going to watch the whole thing, of course, but just kind of taking a stroll down memory lane here. You remember this, bro?
Yep. If I remember right, this is off their first album. Ain't that awesome? Man, it makes me want to play is what it does.
I know, man. Let me fast forward here.
I mean, look at that drum set. Man.
I know, man. I saw an interview with the drummer. The drummer and the bass player were there for the first couple of albums, and then they left.
Well, you know, I only really remember, the singer and the guitar player. The bass player and the drummer, I don't remember them as well.
Right.
Maybe that's because they were replaced. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was. I have no idea what this is. Let's see what this song is. I have no clue. Let's see if it's going to let me play it or not. I don't know. Back up a little bit. I might have messed up. Oh, there we go. Oh no!
Hard water shortens the life
A
of
freaking
everything in your
ad.
home,
Gotcha.
and that will
Come
cost
on, man. You recognize this song?
I don't know that one.
As you walk along the shore, your thoughts are right. Push aside your heavy clothes, so you decide. Don't you feel like thunder? What is this that's all in the loose? And this time keeps spinning like fly by the fish. And then you feel you go and giant. I say, look towards the sun. But now you're the voice is alive.
Yeah, I don't recognize that one.
I don't either.
But they
Sounded
always
good.
They always had some. They were a great live band too. It seemed like too. And man,
Did you ever see any? Do you remember seeing any real good bands back in the '80s and '90s? Did you ever go see any? I missed out on seeing bands back then. I think the shows were bigger and better back then than they put on now.
yeah,
I don't know. You know,
I think I can tell you that I've been to my share of concerts, not a whole lot like some people, but I can tell you a few. Yeah, let's see. What one of the first songs your sister learned to play was "Wait for You" by Bonham. I love that song.
yeah.
That is a badass song. Wow.
What wasn't a Bonham? That was the son of John Bonham.
Correct, from Zeppelin, yeah. And he's
Zeppelin,
with
right.
he's with the Circle now, with Sammy Hagar's band, the Circle. He's the drummer for
Oh
them.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, sure is, man. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks for putting the link out there, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, if you want a Rob's Music Store T-shirt, there's a link right there, and all that. Really cool. Do I remember Kill? I remember the name. I'm not familiar with any of their material.
The same. I know the name, but I don't really know them.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, man. Let's see, Thrash Melon Fun Riffs. I think he says I mainly remember White Line from Radar Love. I didn't even know it was a cover for a while. Yeah, I didn't either when it first came out. I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I had no idea.
You thought it was their song, didn't you?
I did, and I was like, that song sounds kind of familiar. Is that theirs, or I didn't know. But yeah, speaking of the concerts. Excuse me. Let's see. I remember now the first time I saw Van Halen, I was I think you remember that. You were still living in Charlotte. So it was during their OU 812 tour. So that was in 88. And I was in 11th grade. And I asked my mom, I called her at work and I asked her if I could use her credit card to get a ticket from Ticketmaster. Because I was working part-time, but I just, I wasn't making no kind of money, man. So, plus I was always broke like I am today anyway.
Sure.
Nothing with that's changed. But I called her and I said, can I use your credit card? Can you give me the number so I can get a ticket? She's like, who's going with you? I said, nobody, just me. Just me. She goes, well, that's good because I wasn't paying for another ticket. And I was like, damn, so I was like, okay, no problem. And so she gave me the number. She goes, you need to pay me back when you get paid. I said, I will, And so I called and got the ticket. And I don't know, about a week later, it came in the mail. And I went, when it was time for the show, I went. And you remember the new, they called it the new Coliseum back then off Tyvola Road Extension.
Yes.
And well, now that's all gone from what I hear. Now they got like townhomes and stuff there now.
Really?
They demolished all that and they built a new Coliseum in the city. And and I was like, oh God, who wants to go there? You know, but back then it was, the old location was called the new Coliseum. That's just what they called it for the longest time. When I lived there is what I remember. And there was a back entrance to that Coliseum. You could go through there. But it was mainly for the buses and the trucks and all that for the artists and to go in there and get backed up to the dock and start unloading. And so the showtime wasn't until 8 o'clock, I think, and they had a band opening up for them called Private Life. That was I didn't know who that was. I was like, I don't even know who the hell this is, you know. And but it's an interesting story with that. And so I went ahead and got to the venue like 6 o'clock, you know, and I went in that back entrance, and there was a guy standing there with a vest, and he's got one of those little batons, and he's waving me through, and he goes, roll my window down. He goes, now you know you got to keep going around through here. You can't pull over here. You got to go around to the front where the parking is. I said, yeah, I know, man.
Uh-huh.
So went in there and I paid to park and all that. Went inside and showed him my ticket, and one of the ushers took me to my seat. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and at this point there's not many people there because I'm early, right? And I was like, man, I want to go get me a T-shirt and a program. So I get up and I go to the lobby and I get a T-shirt. And I remember the T-shirt said Van Halen on the front or something, and on the back it said something like, it said "abso-fucking-lutely outrageous" on the back. And to me, I was like, "That's fucking awesome, man! I can't.
Well, sure.
I can't wait to wear that to school. You know, piss
That's
them all off."
not.
And that didn't work out. I'll get into that in a minute. That didn't work out very well. But and so I bought a big old program, OU812 program. I bought my T-shirt. I went back to my seat and I sat there and I was looking at the program, and then finally it was time for the opening band, Private Life. Okay, Private Life, it was a band that it was actually Valerie Bertinelli's idea for Eddie to produce them on that album and take them on the road. Okay, that's what's really strange. So you would think, why is that? Well, I thought that, and I was kind of like, oh, well, that's cool, you know, whatever. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But after a lot of time would pass, Valerie Bertinelli revealed that she had a one-night stand with their drummer.
Oh,
she had an affair with their drummer because she found out that Eddie, you know, he was not being the most faithful as well. So,
right.
You know, she admitted that on TV. I saw the interview, and I was like, hey, man, everybody's had their times of doing stuff they're not proud of, you know. So that's how that Private Life thing came around. So anyway, they come out, and they had a female singer. I remember that. They came out and they played. I couldn't tell you the songs. I wasn't familiar with them at all. Eddie was trying to give them some publicity or whatever on the tour.
Yeah.
And so they got done, and the lights came back up, and they're getting the stage ready. And then Van Halen come out, with Sammy. And I remember the first song they played, and I remember the last song they played. The first song they played was AFU, which stands for All Fired Up. They played that off the OU812 album. And then the last song they played was, for an encore, was Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin. They played that. And I snuck a camera in. You know, back then you couldn't sneak. No. You couldn't do that. And I snuck, because they would like use the metal detector on like every third person. So it was a roll of the dice. If you went in there and you got caught with a camera, they was going to kick you out.
That's it. You missed the show. Yeah.
That's it. That was it. And I thought to myself, man, I got this camera in my back pocket.
Especially as big as cameras were back then.
Yeah, it was like long like that. It took that 110 film, you know, and it had like, you could get what, 12, 24, or 36 exposures on the film or whatever. And I had 36, you know, and I had it in my back pocket, man. My shirt was covering up. And I walked in there, and sure enough, the guy in front of me, they did that metal detector, that wand. And he goes, okay, go ahead. And they looked at me and said, come on through, like that. And I said,
oh wow.
I made it through with my camera. I was like, I can't believe this, you know. So I had my camera and of course I didn't take it out while the lights was up. I waited till Van Halen took the stage, man. I had new batteries in it, you know, so the flash would work. And I got up, and I remember there was a guy to my left. Now, I'm probably, 17, 18 at the time.
In 11th grade,
There's a guy to my left, and there's a guy to my right. These guys were probably, back then, those guys were probably, I'm going to say, in their early 30s, probably. And the whole time they sat there like this. They stood there, and they just
like they weren't liking it. Really?
Yeah, like they no emotion, no excitement. They just were just there. And I was like, whatever, dude. I'm going to yell and scream because this is my very first time seeing Van Halen, and I was, you know, ready to rock, you know. So anyway, the Van Halen's playing. I take the camera out, and I'm looking for the ushers. I look around. I said, okay, I don't see nobody. Click, and it, you know, flashes, you know. And and I go ahead and put it back, and you can see a couple of ushers look like,
where'd that come from?
Where's that coming from? Hey, Jim, get up there. And then, so anyway, I took the whole roll.
All 36? Wow.
Yeah, I took them all, man. And got done. The show was fantastic. Got done and walked out of that Coliseum. Man, my ears were ringing. And
yeah, that's when you know a concert's good. If your ears are not ringing, it wasn't good.
Yeah, man, that was crazy because I got in my. Remember, I had that Cavalier back then, that Chevy Cavalier, that 2-door dark blue Cavalier, and had that cassette deck. And I was leaving the concert and had Van Halen playing, and I was like, "Yeah, man." And the next day when I got out of school, I took the film. Took it to the one of them drugstores down there off Westinghouse Boulevard. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, dropped it off, and I was like, I can't wait to get my pictures, man. So, you know, back then you would drop the camera, the film off, and you'd get a call like 3 or 4 days later saying your pictures are ready to be picked up, right? And so I get the phone call, your pictures are ready to be picked up. I was like, okay, cool. So I go, I get there, and I'm just really stoked, man. And I get to the counter, and the girl's like,
there's a problem.
The girl's like, what's the name? I said, Wentz. And she's okay, hang on just a minute. She turns around, and she's going through the little plastic container, and she drops them on the counter. She goes, there's no charge. I was like, there's no charge?
None of them turned out, did they?
No charge. And I was like, oh, it doesn't get any better. This is awesome. And I flipped them open, the envelope, and I'm looking, the picture's blank. This one's blank. They was all blank. They was all black. And I thought,
what the hell happened?
What the hell? Come to find out, my camera was broke. So I didn't know that because I went back home to that camera, and I was like, what is, and I went like this. I was like, what is up with it? And I heard something kind of rattle, and I was like, oh no, man.
Well, my next question was going to be, well, where are those pictures now? Well, they never were developed. They were never taken. So
yeah,
all right.
Those were thrown away. I was like, damn. So I never got to snap any pictures, but there's talk now. I hear that, you know, sometimes you can maybe look that up on YouTube. That now I don't know how good the footage would be, but some people are looking up old concerts they went to back in the day, and there was somebody there with a video camera, or maybe somebody with the crew was making a video of it. And I was like, I wonder if that show is on YouTube. I've never tried looking that up.
That particular one in Charlotte?
That particular show, because that was the one I was at. And now my seats were way back. It wasn't the nosebleeds, but it was close.
Yeah, right.
But it makes me wonder. I said, that's something I'd like to, I doubt, you know, it was filmed, but still, it would be really cool just to try it. And so that was my first really cool concert. And then I saw, I know that was a long-winded answer. I seen,
I forgot what the question was.
You said some of the concerts that I saw back in the day.
Oh, right, okay.
I was like, how much longer is this bastard going to keep talking? Jesus Christ. But I saw ZZ Top. That was cool. And there was a boy that was in my horticulture class of all classes. And he was really cool. He really loved the music that we like. And he was, what was it, on a Friday? Yeah, we was in class, and he said, Joe. I was like, yeah. He said, man, I got a opportunity for you. I said, what's that? He said,
that sounds shady.
No, he was a cool dude. And I said, what's that? His name was Johnny. I said, what's up, man? He said, I got an extra ticket for a show tonight at the Charlotte Coliseum, the new Coliseum, and it was Kix, Great White, and Rat, all on the same bill.
Oh, well.
Yeah, horticulture class. I know it ain't that crazy. I can't believe I even took that damn class. It was just an elective, right? You know, just something that I didn't have to worry about passing, you know. And yeah, no, that's embarrassing. And and so he's like, I got an extra ticket. I said, well, I don't have the money to buy it, man. He goes, nah, man. He goes, the guy that was supposed to go, he can't make it, and he was my ride. He said, if you can come pick me up, I'll let you have the ticket. I said, dude, you got a deal. So I picked him up that night, and we sat there, and those were in the nosebleeds, but I didn't care. So I got to see Kix, Great White, and Rat. You know.
Oh, wow. Well, cool.
That was a great show, man. And he was one of those guys that could do that loud whistle. And,
yeah, I never could do that.
I never could do that shit neither. And I said, dude, do that whistle now. He could do that, and he was loud as fuck, you know. And I was like, that is so awesome. But oh man, you like Kix, Susanna? That's on my playlist too. Wow, I'm very shocked, man.
I would like to do Cold Blood.
I need to figure that out. I love that song, man. I was listening to that coming home in the new ride. I was listening to it because you can hook up your phone to the Bluetooth on the radio, and say I've never had that. I was like, oh my god, I don't have to worry about.
Oh yeah, you're missing out.
I don't have I worry about an aux cord. I can just go.
Nope.
And
it's
amazing. Like, this is so cool, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that song, Blow My Fuse. That's a badass song. That is badass. But let's see. I told you, Van Halen, ZZ Top, Kix, Great White, and Rat. That was on the same bill. I saw Tesla and Poison. Tesla opened up for Poison. They had to reschedule that show. That was during Poison's second album, because that's when they released Every Rose and all that stuff.
Oh, so you went to several concerts back then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the deal with that show was some girl that my mom worked with, a lady, and she had a daughter, and then and her boyfriend, they like waited in line like all night to get decent seats. And my mom asked me, she goes, well, so and so's daughter is going to be camping out. Do you want her to get you a couple of tickets? I said, yeah, please, and I'll pay her back. And so we were on the 7th row from the stage at that Tesla and Poison show. And
oh, wow.
And Tesla, I didn't know who Tesla was then.
Tesla's one of our favorites, man. I'm wearing Tesla shirt right now.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah, so you see it says 2020.
Yes.
So
yes,
we've seen them twice, and they still play like it doesn't matter if there's 2 people or 1,000 people. They play just as hard for anybody.
Isn't that great?
They all seem great. They seem like they're having a great time. It's amazing. They put on a great show. That
is so awesome, man. Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, we went to see Stryper. You know, I've always loved Stryper.
Right.
Saw them in the Spartanburg Auditorium, and great show. Of course, I was 19 years old, or 19 or 20. Went to see them last year. It was the most disappointing show I'd ever seen. They didn't want to be there. They were playing some weird cover tunes.
What?
And the only one that acted like they wanted to be there was the drummer. Have you ever seen the drummer for Stryper play? He's real. I mean, he's all over the place. He put on a great show. The rest of them were phoning it in. It was awful.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. And I got him. We had a meet and greet, so we went backstage, and I brought a drum head and a drumstick, and they all signed it. And but the show itself was disappointing, man. And I have not put in another Stryper CD or listened to another Stryper song since that concert.
Oh man,
it was that bad, man.
So they lost you. They lost you as a fan.
Lost me as a fan.
Oh man, my Nathan, my son, he went and saw Stryper at some show. Where did y'all go to see him at? Was that Greenville or was that Atlanta? Or
the Stryper was
Atlanta, wasn't it?
We had seen Tesla in Atlanta. We saw Tesla in Charlotte, I believe. Stryper was in Atlanta as well. Yes, it was.
Okay, so it was in Atlanta. Okay,
it was in Atlanta.
Nathan saw him. They were playing like a club kind of deal. I don't know if it was in Asheville or Greenville or something. And he said the show he saw, he said it was really good. He said he really liked it, but
I have on my phone. I actually videoed some of it. Maybe I could send it to you, and you can figure out how to show that little clip.
yeah,
of
we
them.
can show it on here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
Yeah,
We'll figure that out.
yeah, that'd be easy to do. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
But one of the best shows I went to see, I went and saw Ozzy back in the day. That's with the young Zach before he has the beard and the kilt. And I think Anthrax opened for them. And I don't know Anthrax. I'm not familiar with their music.
I'm not
so
either.
so it was like pulling teeth, waiting for Ozzy to come out, listening to this. My ears were already ringing from some music I didn't understand.
Right.
But it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, old school Ozzy was. I like that a lot. When Zach, the younger Zach. You know what I mean? Let's see. What is this thrash? I got a free show to Cyndi Lauper and is that Michelle Branch in Vegas once because my friend wanted to take a girl and she insisted on a double date. So he paid for 4 tickets. Wow. Okay. All right. Hey, man. You got a free show. Wait a minute. Your sister saw Cinderella, Rat, and Firehouse? Damn. I figured, see, that would be into like the, I don't know, the R&B or something, I don't know.
No. It was a metal household, definitely.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's amazing. Her first concert was Bon Jovi. She was 12. Holy
Why would I not remember that? And who lets a 12-year-old go to a Bon Jovi concert?
Yeah, come on in. John, I'd love to see you. Come on in. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's awesome though. That you got that was in his heyday though. That was in Bon Jovi's heyday, yeah.
Yeah. And ever since COVID happened, you can't really go see a show anymore. But just for curiosity's sake, I looked up to see if there's anybody going to tour here in the near future. And there's a lot of people going to, they have tour dates scheduled anyway in 2021.
Right.
Whether they actually happen, I don't know. But the nearest one I could find was a Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Joan Jett, and Poison combo. They're coming to Charlotte in June.
Oh.
Kiss is coming to Atlanta.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they were done, man.
I know, right? How many final tours do you need?
It's the farewell tour, number 13.
Number 13. They're going to keep doing farewell tours until nobody pays to go see them, I guess.
Probably so.
Have you ever seen Alice Cooper, Joe? He puts on a freaking awesome show.
I've heard that, but I don't mean to sound rude or wrong, but I never was a fan of Alice Cooper.
Hey, Joe, I was the same way. I was the same way, but Valerie introduced me to that. We went to the concert. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Really?
I'm an Alice Cooper fan, yeah.
Well, his guitar player is awesome.
Nita Strauss.
Oh my God, she can play like there's no tomorrow,
yes.
man.
They all can play. He has several couple of guitar players, I believe.
He's had some guitar players that started with him and they went on to do other things. What's the was it Jason Hook?
Bigger and better things.
That's with, was it Five Finger Death Punch? He started with Alice Cooper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't start with Alice. He started doing some.
He played with him, right?
But it led up to an Alice Cooper gig, and he did that for a while, and then he, I want to say, started Five Finger Death Punch, and so he asked Alice if he could leave, and Alice Cooper was really cool about it. And you need to watch the movie or the documentary Hired Gun. You need to watch that, man. I bought that from Amazon. I bought it like 2 years ago.
I'm assuming that's a guitar player movie.
Yeah, the
Hired Gun.
Hired Gun is a documentary about guitar players that are hired guns for certain bands. Alice Cooper's in it. Jason Hook, Nita Strauss. You got a bunch of different guitarists that's what they do. They play for certain bands and they have to learn all these songs within, I need to learn these songs in a week or 3 days.
Right.
And they get a phone call at the last minute. Hey, our guitar player, he either quit or, he's had a medical emergency. Can you come do this gig? And it's amazing. You got to see that movie.
They have to be ready to go at a moment's notice, don't they?
But those guys make damn good money to be able to do that.
Does it talk a little bit about what kind of money they make and stuff? Because that's always interesting to me. I wonder what they make.
They don't really go into specifics on the financial aspect, which I understand why. But I mean, you can look when they're getting interviewed. You can look behind them. They're in their own home studio, and it looks nice. You know, I was like, them guys, they're not making chump change. You
They
know,
do all right. I got
making really good money. Let's see. Let's see here. Miss Wagner comments again. We were moving from Charlotte, so I guilted my mom and dad to let me go with a friend and her stepmom. Oh, was that for the Bon Jovi show? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's a good way to do it. Guilt them.
Yeah.
Now go ahead.
That never worked too well for me.
She was always the favorite anyway.
Uh-oh. 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 Watch it now. All right, let's see. What? My goodness. Man, what in the world? Let's see. What does that say? Can you read that?
R&B, LOL. My husband only listens to old Christian music, so I don't play around him and listen to my playlist when I'm alone. I'm not a Christian, LOL.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's really cool, man. But yeah, the shows that you just talked about, was that the only ones that's coming close to here?
I looked the Eagles. These are just basically bands that I knew that were touring, and I would scroll through to see where the closest places were coming. And you know, they all go to your normal places like New York and Chicago and Los Angeles. Cities. Yeah. And a lot of these bands are overseas, believe it or not, like in Spain and
they make big money
Japan. They make they're real popular still over there. But I mean, if I got the Eagles, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses are going to tour. The Scorpions, believe it or not, they're doing a stint in Las Vegas for about a year.
Oh, they're doing a what do you call that? They're doing a
I guess it's a good steady paying gig. Why not hang out there, you know?
Yeah, they're doing there's a name for it that when you're doing that, I'm drawing a blank on the
like Elvis did and Celine Dion would do, just hang out in Las Vegas for a while.
They'll do that for a while, and it depends on the contract. It could be a few months, it could be 6 months, it could be a few weeks, but you talk about big money, big money.
I had just wrote down some of the really, I guess, kind of metal bands. They had Duran is on tour and all kind of stuff from the 80s that I was like, do I really want to bring that up? I don't know.
Duran.
There you go.
God.
That's what I thought you'd say. So I left a lot off this list.
When we was in high school, and I'd be like in art class or something, and you'd see some chick like at the first part of the year, she looked normal, and then halfway through the year, she was wearing all black, and her hair was shaved on one side. I was like, what the hell happened to that bitch? You know, it was like that Duran and shit, you know.
Flock of Seagulls, Duran, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, wow. You know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just boring. Maybe I'm just a boring person. But yeah, that's cool, man. So that's the whole thing. They're planning on doing these shows, but
whether they're going to happen, we don't know.
It's like, I wonder why they're scheduling all these shows, because it's kind of like, man, are they going to allow that? You know,
I don't know. I mean, you know, they're doing the sports thing with limited seating, you know, had like quarter capacity. So theoretically, I guess you could do a concert. You know, there'd be 10 seats in between everybody. That might be all right.
Yeah, it wouldn't make their maximum money, but
no, they wouldn't.
I guess it's better than no money, but
that's why you go hang out in Las Vegas like the Scorpions do.
Speaking of that, I just remembered the term. It's called residency. That's what it's called when they do a residency at Vegas. Yeah, that's and the guitarist that was formerly with the Eagles, Don Felder, he did a residency. I think it was last summer. And so he actually lived in the hotel for, I don't know if he did this for like a month or something. And he would be like maybe on the penthouse or something. He'd get on the elevator, come down to the floor and go to the auditorium in the same building. And he would play a show. He'd get done, go to the private elevator and go back up to the. And it was like that for you know, however long he's doing it. But man, that dude, can you imagine the money he made? And he wrote the song Hotel California. So
That was his song? Oh, wow.
he wrote the music for it. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, it was, he's sitting nice, man. He's sitting nice.
That'll do it.
Ain't got to worry about nothing, man. Nothing. I was like, wow, that's a nice retirement fund right there. We got, hey man, we got, was that Lola J? Is that who that is? Lola J. Yeah. Yeah. Skinner, Zeppelin, Grand Funk, the Stones. Oh,
I would absolutely go see Skinner. They're touring too. I have some dates, but I don't have the location. So
yeah, I've never seen Skinner. Hey, Larry Riker, how you doing, man? Boomer Bass meme is in the chat here. We got people filing in here. Hey, Boomer Bass, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for being here for the Joe and Ralph show. We really appreciate it. We're talking about some concerts and potentially some upcoming shows. Don't know what's going to happen because, you know, last summer all that stuff got canceled. And it's like, man, because just think about it. Musicians that rely on that for an income, what are they doing?
well, and not just the musicians. I saw something, a little documentary. They were not documentary, but they were doing fundraising for the road crew. You know, that put them out of work too. All the people that set up the stages and the roadies that pack their stuff up and set their stuff up. I mean, they're hurting too. You know. It goes beyond just the band.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, those people rely on a certain income throughout the year to set that stuff up. Yeah, that'd be rough, man. Because I'm sure there's a lot of those people that had to resort to just getting a different line of work. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, really, and it's sad. It's really sad. Lola J says, "Give me 3 steps, Skinner." That's a good song. That's a fun song to play, man. I got the backing track here on my MP3 player. That's a fun song to play. Let's see here. I say the Stones get the boot. They're basically a glorified gimmick band. Yeah,
I've never really liked the Stones. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I wouldn't feel embarrassed. There's one song I like by them, and it's Honky Tonk Woman, and or Honky Tonk Women. I don't know which one it is, but I like that song because it's fun to play, and it's whenever we played it at the bars, whatever, back in the day, the people they raise up, they're like, woo, you know, they start playing that. They start, because the more they put these down their body, the more they drink more of these, man, the better you sound. Oh, sure. You can play anything at that point.
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper.
Oh my God. But yeah, so, and they're up dancing and all that. And you start playing that Honky Tonk Woman, man. And they get up and they start doing all this stuff. And I'm like, you know, and so I was like, we doing something right. They're feeling good. And so, you know, it was all right, man. It was cool. But yeah, I never, you know, the prices for to go see them is incredible.
The Stones?
Oh my God, they have such a history. You know, that's the thing that they can fall back on, is that history. They don't have to be I'm not saying they're not a good band, but I'm just saying I've heard some of their live stuff and I was like, okay, it's like,
I know the singing might not be up to par, but is the music good? You know what I mean?
It's okay. I mean, I'm not in no place to judge any of that. I'm not a professional musician, but I mean, for me, when you're paying that kind of money, I want the shit to be good as hell. You know, I mean, that's just me, and but I think that's more for the people who just want to go party. They're not musicians. They just want to go party. They have money to burn. I mean, I think tickets were like one ticket's like $1,500, and that's the cheap seats. You know,
right?
I'm like, Jesus God, you know, I wouldn't pay that kind of money to go see anybody. You know, I just watch it on YouTube for free. You know, so just my opinion. But so anyway, let's. I'd like to show this right now. This, speaking of the first, well, actually, it's a second collaboration, but it's really our first true collaboration of this coming up right here. That I was really excited to be able to Ralph and I was able to get this to work out. And so we got more of these coming in the future. We're not quite sure what songs are going to be yet. We haven't got that far.
No.
But we're definitely going to do more of these. So here is this first Joe and Ralph collaboration here. Hope you enjoy it, and see if you remember this one. Here we go. Here I go again. I was about to say, here we go again. It's here I go again. Oh, man, yeah.
That's still bizarre to see that.
It's fun, man. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool. Thank y'all. Yeah, the vocals were from a backing track. So I'm playing the guitar, Ralph's playing the drums, and the rest of the track was provided from karaokeversion.com. So that way it sounds like we're playing with a full band, you know?
Exactly.
So thank y'all so much for the kind comments here. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind. Let's see. Yeah, man, looking at some of these comments. Yeah, he says, Ralph, solid as a rock, man.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
I appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, we got more coming, hopefully. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting together tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, we got a question for you, Ralph, from Sonic Grace, which he chimes in a lot on Stafford Studio, so he's a legit YouTuber, so take it away.
So what do I think of electronic drums? Okay. They have their limits. You can't do everything. Now, since this is about my third set of electronic drums, and the heads have changed to these mesh heads, so you can bounce the sticks. You can do a lot of the rolls that you can do on a real drum set, which
Right.
I've had a lot of real drum sets over the years too. And the issue was always it's too loud. So that's what got me started on the electronic drums. You can throw your headphones on and just play. But now, where I'm at now with Joe, they are perfect for what I need. I can just plug them up to either the laptop or my multi-track. And I don't have to mic every drum and have cables everywhere and spend more money on top of the drum set itself. So it has its limits, but for what I'm doing, it's exactly what I need at this point.
Awesome. Yeah, I've always thought electronic drums were a lot more convenient. Especially for what we're going to be doing. Lola J says they just happened to come across this channel, found you on a random search for lives. I guess that means live playing, I guess. And they said, glad I did. So thank you very much.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Thank you for giving this channel a chance and for subbing. They said that they smashed the thumbs up and gave it a sub. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And, of course, Thrash chimes in with the ever-famous, it jumped on me. Let me see. It jumped on me. Sanitation. So there we go. Ralph's like, what the hell does that mean?
No, I know it's an inside joke. I get it.
Yeah, it's
but I'm on
R2.
the outside of the joke. So
it's R2 was doing this impression of something from Scarface.
Okay.
And it's coming from a line from that, and the guy says something about sanatorium or something, but the guy thought he said sanitation or something. It was just an inside thing. It was funny. Have I ever used? Let me see. We got questions rolling in here. Have I ever used keyboards for drum sequences? Drum sequences for shits and giggles. I didn't use it. I actually played the drums with my fingers. I tried doing that for a while, and that was always kind of tough. I mean, it worked a little bit here and there.
Cumbersome, isn't it?
It's like just like when you had to train yourself on that Alesis SR16,
right?
And you got to me, you was perfect on that, and I was just like, what the, so. I did that for a while, and then I kind of moved to what I have now, which is the Beat Buddy drum pedal, which works very well for that, Yeah. Now, let's see. I was looking at something, and it jumped. Oh, God dang it. Let's see. Andy Dion, hey, man. There we go. Let's see. What does that say? Welcome. Yeah, check out Stafford's Music Studio as well. Fridays, I'm a co-host on that show. It's a great show. We did a show last night. R2 wasn't able to be there. He had to work. So, yeah. Let's see. What do you guys think? Humans play music and sing? There's no biology. Yeah, really. I'm telling you. My goodness. Let's see. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat here.
Right. I see it scrolling really fast.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. Sonic Gray says he had so many cables and stuff on stage, they made me stop miking my kit. Wow.
That's exactly the problem I would see if you had a real set and tried to record. You'd have mics everywhere, cables everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The dog puh with a quote from Rob from Rob's Music Store. People robbing shit. Yeah. And
PRS.
Yeah, so if you want to check out any Rob merch or any of the Joe Wentz Project merch or just F and Play shirts, look in the description of this video and you should see links for all of that merch, even the equipment that I use. All that stuff is down there. I've had a lot of people ask me about, about what do I use, how do I get certain tones, and all of that is listed in the description of the video. So you can check out all those links and you can see what I use. You know, it's pretty cut and dry. It's pretty simple, but yeah.
Do you have a Rob video loaded up?
I do. I think.
You should play one.
I believe.
They're all good. There is no bad one.
They're silly. Lola J bought an acoustic guitar before the pandemic, and you are self-teaching. Well, good luck, man. That's awesome. That's a perfect pandemic instrument to learn. You got plenty of time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's plenty of great lessons on YouTube, free too. There you go, Ralph. There's another question for you there, sir.
No, I do not.
What was he saying? Do you ever use the drum triggers on an acoustic? Okay, no. Okay, nope. Boomer Bass Meme makes a comment on the quality of the shirts that we're selling. He says they're fine quality shirts.
I agree with that comment.
Much. Thank you very much. Yeah.
They really are, Joe. I was surprised how good the shirts are.
Yeah, they are. I know. I really was. They're good shirts, man. Yeah. I walked into the Guitar Center and told him I want to be Jimmy Page. Whoa. All right, then. I like that.
Good attitude.
I like that attitude. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. What we got here? Thrash says guitar is a low buy-in and many years of an enjoyment as a hobby.
That's true.
Yeah, still been doing it today, man. We still are, yeah. Let's see. The dog chimes in. 45 years in a basement, and I can almost play, but now I'm going deaf. Uh-oh. You don't need to go deaf, man. You need to save your ears, man. So let's see if we can try to find a Rob clip. I don't know. Let's see. I think the only one I have right now is where I did a collaboration with Daniel Horsley.
That's fine.
And he put a collaboration out a couple of weeks ago. And so Rob plays with Daniel here. So here we go. Rob's from Rob's Music Store jams with Daniel Horsley. Here we go right now.
Yeah, man, shit. Rob making some dope. Boy, making some dope. Look at all that, man. Hell yeah. We making some shit, boy. What you talking about? Damn. Who the hell calling Rob now?
Uh-oh.
Tattoo. Hello.
Hello, old chum.
What up, player? What up? You know, just doing my deal, man. Selling some stuff in here. What you up to? You short little motherfucker.
Have you checked out YouTube lately?
Huh?
Daniel Horsley.
Who?
Daniel Horsley.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
What's his name?
I've already told you his name.
Daniel Horsley. Who that?
A phenomenal guitar player.
I think that's that brother that came in here last week. Bought some kind of guitar with EMG pickups. I ain't know what the fuck EMG meant. I thought it meant eat more grits. That's what it means down at Lucille Love Shack.
Rob, are you aware of YouTube and the latest collaboration going down?
Collaboration.
Are you up for the challenge for the collaboration, old chum?
Yeah, motherfucker, I know how to play. You think I just up in here not selling shit, don't know how to play guitar? What's wrong with you?
I apologize, old chum.
You better go talk to Mr. Walk, motherfucker. God damn.
I apologize, old chum.
Yeah.
Are you up for the challenge for the collaboration, old chum?
Motherfucker, send me the damn clip. I can show you how it's done, bitch.
I don't believe you can do it.
The fuck he talking about? Messing with the wrong motherfucker now.
There it is, man.
I was watching the chat, man. The funniest thing, Quentin James said, what did he say? Settle down, Ingve.
Quentin's a hoot, man. He's a hoot. Well, there is Daniel Horsley in the chat right there. That was
the man himself.
Yeah, Daniel, man, that was an awesome track to jam with, man. Thanks for making that so fun. That was awesome. A lot of fun. Thank you for jumping in, man.
You need to bring that fire tomorrow, Joe.
Oh Lord, man. Well, we're going to try. We're going to try. Right. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to do the best we can. Daniel says he just got home. Okay, cool, man. Well, thank you very much, Lola J. Says that there is a technical aspect of performing, and then there's an art to it, the showmanship. And you guys have both. Thanks, man.
Wow.
Thank you very much. That's very, very kind. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, so thank y'all for jumping in here for the Joe and Ralph show. Really, really, really appreciate it. You have to forgive me. I didn't have a lot of stuff planned. I didn't have
You had a rough day today.
It was busy. It was really busy today. And so if you haven't ever driven a Lamborghini, how many people can say they drove a Lamborghini in their life? I can't say that. This man right there, he can. He has driven a Lamborghini. This is really cool. I think this was a great clip right here. His wife was kind enough to get him a extreme experience. Is that what it was called?
Extreme experience, correct.
Extreme experience. So this has nothing to do with guitar, but still, it's a really cool deal altogether. Because I mean, Lamborghini was always my favorite car as a kid.
It was mine too. I checked it off my bucket list.
Yeah. See, you was able to do that. And there's two things I like to talk about to check off my bucket list. Right after this clip of Ralph driving the hell out of this Lamborghini. Let's check it out.
All right, what's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph,
yeah.
All right,
don't get a lot of those.
It's Ralph and Gary. We're going to head out in the white Lamborghini LP610 Huracan here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's going to be a good time. We'll follow them out. And then when we go out on track, there's yellow cones where we lift, red cones where you brake.
Yeah, the 3, 2, 1.
Right. Then the green cones where you're going to come into. That gives us a good idea of what's going on. What do you drive every day?
A Challenger. Challenger RT.
This is going to stick in the corners a little
right
better.
At 400 horsepower, but I know that's not the same. But it does. This is, I've always wanted to drive a Lamborghini.
And then turn all the way into the green cone, and then over by the orange cone, and then unleash the beast. There she is. Right here, lift, and then you're going to brake, more brake, more brake. Now lift off the brake and turn. Look up the hill of the orange cones, that's where you want to go. And then you're going to brake heavy, sharp right turn. There you go. That's nice and smooth. That's what you got to be with these cars. Wait, now you start turning into the green cone. As you turn in the green cone, now you can give it some gas. You can give it some gas. Stay up here, we'll brake, more brake. Look for the green cone over on this side, good job. Keep it going, and then give it some juice. Go ahead. And you're going to brake. Now lift off the brake and turn. Oh, see the green cone? That's where you want to go. Tight like that. Stay right in the middle of the track. Good job. Look to the left over here. And you stop. Go. Well, how'd you like the Lamborghini?
A fantastic car.
Isn't it?
Fantastic car. I think it could be a great everyday driver too.
Yeah, it's functional. What you can get in and out.
Yeah.
That's the only difficult part. You're going to roll up to him. He's going to take a picture. All right, with that, I think you did a good job. You'd be happy with that.
A great everyday car, he says.
Well, here's a little interesting facts about that whole. You know, I had to take a class before you drove it, and they went over a bunch of things. But if you hit one of those cones with the car, it was automatic $500.
What?
If one of the wheels went off of the pavement onto the grass, it was $1,000. It's like if all 4 tires go off the grass, $4,000 automatically, plus you're responsible for any repairs that are necessary to the car.
Oh,
And sure, I just signed it. Yeah, let's just sign that. Let's do that.
let's go ahead and just do it, man.
Let's just do that.
Holy crap, man. Damn.
Yeah, it was great.
No wonder that guy was like, okay, slow down, gave the brake, here we go, turn. I was like, damn, holy smokes, man. But
Yeah.
I didn't know what color was the Lamborghini, Ralph?
The one it was white with had yellow accents.
Oh, okay. And what was your top speed? Didn't you say you got up to like 90 or something?
Yeah, 90. That's about as fast as you could go. The straightaways were real short, you know.
Oh, that's fast enough, especially when they're, when all kind of different fines are on the line.
Oh, yeah,
That's,
absolutely.
wow, that's crazy. But it handled good? I mean,
it was, yes, fantastic. It was amazing how tight you could pull into the corners and it wouldn't slide, or the grip was amazing.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
You said you had a couple things on your bucket list?
Yes, thank you for saying that. Yeah, one for me would be something I've always wanted to do, to be able to visit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's in Cleveland, I believe. And I would love to do that. And the other is actually it's in Ohio. I'm not sure of the city. I would have to look it up, but you remember the movie A Christmas Story?
Yes.
Of course, that was huge when we were kids. I think that came out in like 81 or something, 80 or 81. So we were like 10 or 11 when it came out. But anyway, the house is there. The actual house, it's in a neighborhood that they used to film parts of the movie, is there, and you can actually rent that house for the night if you want, and stay in that house. And you can rent just the bottom portion or just the top, or which to me, if you're going to go all the way, go all the way.
Get the whole thing. Get the whole thing.
I would rent the top and bottom, both floors, and then in the living room,
they have it set up like the movie.
Yes, it's because they use this house in the movie, so it's still set up like it was in the movie, and you can be in the living room, and they have a TV there with and a VCR. Yes, I said VCR, I believe. And you can actually watch the movie while you're sitting in the house where the movie was made.
I got you.
And so I would love to be able to do that around close to Christmas time.
I didn't know you liked that movie that much.
It's one of my favorite childhood memories as far as movies go, because I remember when it would come on every year, my mom would make me some fresh chocolate chip cookies, those Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies, and a thing of hot chocolate, and I'd sit down there and watch the movie. It was just it was great. It was a great memory as a kid, And now that I saw a guy on YouTube, he done that. He stayed in that house overnight. You have to be out by a certain time. I don't know how long you can actually stay. It might be just one night. I don't know. But this past Christmas, I looked it up on the phone on the reservation calendar, and they had Christmas Eve and Christmas Day was open. Of course, because everybody's at home. Of course, everybody's at home.
With their families and stuff.
Right.
Sure.
And I was like, what? So I asked my wife if she'd wanted. She's like, she wasn't into that. She's like, no, I wouldn't want to do that. And I said,
no.
And then so I asked my son. Of course, I raised him to watch that movie when he was a little kid, and he's always loved that movie. And I said, Nathan, would you like to do that? He said, hell yeah, I'd like to do that. And I said, we'd have to split the price, because for one night. Now listen to this. For one night, 2 people, and you rent the downstairs and upstairs. It was like
let me take a guess. Let me take a guess.
All right.
This is for the whole thing, the upstairs and the downstairs.
For one night.
For one night.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $4,500.
No, it wasn't that much. No.
Well, I had to go big.
No,
I figured it was.
It wasn't that much. I'm sorry, you lost. No, it was like it was just over $1,000.
Wow, that's not bad at all, man.
I mean, to me, that's a lot, but it's really.
Now you have to get out there too. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, that is a hunk of change, but it's really not for movie history.
No.
No. But yeah, it was cool, and I was like, I'd love to do that on my bucket list. Go up there, maybe a couple of weeks before Christmas or something. You know, hopefully the weather's not bad or something like that. But I would love to do that. That's 2 things on my bucket list I would love to knock out. You know, Daniel Horsley. Let's see, what's he saying, man? Oh, that's right, Daniel. You live in Ohio. He says if you're passing through Ohio, Joe, you got to stop by and jam. That would be cool, man.
There's another reason to go. There you go.
There you go. That's if I get a chance to jam with Daniel in person, that's a great reason to go, because he's gonna show me some licks, because that dude, he knows so many little tasteful little guitar licks. I'm like, my God, you know. So yeah, that's right, Thrash. Joe delivers the milk. Yes, sir. Yeah.
He does, literally. Yeah, literally.
That's
Joe,
right.
that reminds me.
Yes, sir.
I guess they know you're a truck driver, apparently.
Right. Yeah.
Do you? And I guess I'm going to talk about the story where you drove your truck under a bridge where the clearance was too low. Now I'm a little sketchy on the details. I'm not sure if the truck got stuck under the bridge, or the bridge ripped the top of your truck off. Or that's a crazy story. That's a true story. I started where I'm working now. I started there in 2000, and the company before, all I drove was flatbed trailers. That was at the concrete company, Ralph. You remember when I worked there? As I took you for a ride in that truck. So with flatbed, you don't have to worry about height, and I wasn't familiar with trailer height, which now I know is 13.6. You know, so if you come up to an overpass or whatever, and it has, you know, low clearance, you know, you need to pay attention to that stuff, right? It has to be at least 13.6 or more for you to go under that bridge, right? So the problem was I was making a delivery in downtown Anderson, and the lady, I was delivering to a store, and she said, "You're at the wrong store. You need to go down this main drag." Well, that was wrong. I should have went the other way and went around the bypass, and I didn't know that's where it was at, because I'd never been in this area of town. And so I'm going down through the city, and I get only so far, and there's a cop, and he's like, they had these roadblocks up. He's like, he looks at me and he goes, "Left or right? You can't come straight." I said, "Okay." So I looked to my left. I looked to my left, and I couldn't make the turn because there was cars parked beside the sidewalk. They were starting something like Springfest or something. So I turned right, and when I turned right, there was a railroad trestle there, and I didn't pay attention to the sign. It said 12-foot clearance, and then my trailer's 13.6. So as soon as I went underneath it, and the shadow come up, that's when I said, "Oh, wait a minute." I went to hit the brake. It was too late. Trailer hit, and it peeled the top part back about like a sardine can, like I don't know, 15 feet. And so I put it in reverse, and it was. Oh my God!
And it was. Does a GPS warn you if you have a trucker GPS? Yes, it would, but you got to remember this is back in 2000, so they didn't have trucker GPSs back then. No. And by all rights, I should have saw the sign right there, and I didn't. Well, I wasn't concerned about height because I never had to worry about that before. And but believe me, since that happened, there's something that will never leave my mind. You know, so that was I thought I lost my job because I just got off of probation, and I just
from taking me for a ride.
No. This is when I was working at the company I'm working now.
Oh, that's okay. After
because because the company I'm working at now, you had to ride with somebody for like 2 weeks to train and learn the job, learn how to unload.
And then they let you go by yourself, and then you're on probation for a while.
Well, you're on probation. Yeah, you're on probation for I think it's like I can't remember if it's 30 or 60 days, something like that. And then so I've been solo for a little bit, and I just got off of probation, and then this accident happened.
Yeah, I'd have thought I lost my job too.
I was scared to death. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like,
Did you drive the trailer back up to the plant?
Yeah, the wrecker came out, and he shot some straps up through the trailer because I only had one delivery left. Well, they didn't get that milk because all the milk was destroyed, you know. But he ran some straps through the trailer, and he raised the front part of the trailer, and he put like an X with the straps to keep it up, so it wouldn't fall. And because it had fallen and hit the back cab of the tractor, and it was awful.
At least you weren't driving a chicken truck, feathers flying everywhere, and chickens all over the road.
Yeah, never cry over spilt milk. Yeah, I was about crying that day. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. But and this was back when you had the prepaid phones and you paid for so many minutes beforehand, like a prepaid, and all I had was 30 minutes. That's all I had. And I was trying to get a hold of a supervisor and all this stuff, man. And well, he's at lunch. I was like, oh shit. So now I got to sit here and stress over this shit even longer, you know. And but anyway, to make a long story shorter, or if I can, it was instead of getting fired, I got suspended for 3 days, and I got put back on a 6-month probation.
Oh,
and I remember the manager at the time. He said, "If you run over a fly, you'll be out of here." That's what he said. That was his exact words. If you run over a fly or a bug, you'll be gone. And I was like, "Yes, sir." So just imagine being on probation for another 6 months, and you really. And the way it is now, there's guys that have messed up, and they put them on probation for 2 years. So
wow.
Can you imagine being on that for 2 years, and you cannot F up at all? You know, so that's that story. It was scary. It was scary. Yeah. It was crazy, but it was like I said, I was when that happened, I was 30. So yeah, that was almost 21 years ago when that happened. So that was a lesson learned the hard way, you know. So but it was crazy, crazy. But as they say, shit happens, you know, and you learn from that stuff.
It definitely happens to you anyway.
Yes, it does, man. Yes, absolutely. Let's take a quick trip on the other side of the galaxy and see what Lando was trying to help Han and Luke with on this quick episode.
Rise, my Sith. I have an important mission for you to do.
How may I serve you, Master?
I need you to find the R2 unit. It has some very important plans that we need to continue our mission.
Hey, kid. Come on over here and check this out. I've got a new mission that we have to do.
Dude, what's happening, Han? We got a new mission, man, bro. Awesome, dude.
Holy shit, kid. Don't get too excited. I need to go find my buddy Lando. He can help us find this damn R2 unit.
Busted. Hey, you found the right man to do the job, motherfucker. What's up, Han? Ain't seen you in a long time since Cloud City. You need to find the R2 unit, man. Follow me, motherfucker. I can tell you one thing right now, bitch. If you don't pay me my damn money by the end of this goddamn mission, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. You need some good stuff? Hey, bitch, come here. Now help us find this R2 unit. Help your man out here. Don't let me fuck him up. Bam! There you go, motherfucker. I found him. They don't call me the fastest bounty hunter for nothing.
Listen, Lando, that's not the R2 we're looking for.
What the fuck you talking about, Han? I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch.
Yes, we're talking about this R2.
What the hell is this? Unbelievable, you stupid fool.
Stupid fool. Crazy stuff goes on the other side of the galaxy that we have no idea about.
I hadn't seen you since Cloud City. I thought that was pretty. I didn't catch that the first time.
You don't pay me my money, motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck you up. God damn. Yeah, Lando was really buff there. He definitely was on some roids or something. There's no telling.
The universe is a rough place, man.
It's yeah, it can be. I'm telling you, man. God, dog. Yeah, R2 was wearing the tattoo T-shirt. Yes, he was. Yeah, thank y'all very much.
I saw that
Appreciate
too.
That. Yeah, I love that riff he plays right there. It's really cool. Thank y'all very much. We've been on for over an hour and a half. I can't believe. I thought it was only for like an hour. I didn't know that we've been on that long already. We're Ralph, is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything you want to touch on that we didn't touch on, or is there something you want to?
No, I think the show went really well. I think hopefully after tomorrow we have some new stuff to air next week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we will, man. I apologize for us not doing trivia tonight. I didn't have a chance to do any trivia. Like I said, I've been gone all day, and I literally just sat in this seat 15 minutes before showtime. And Ralph, bless his heart, he asked me twice, "Are you sure you want to do the show tonight?" And I said, I would like to, because we postponed last week.
Last
week. I spent all afternoon editing our Whitesnake video, and I called Ralph. I said, "Man, would you be mad if we rescheduled?" He goes, "Hell no, I ain't gonna be mad." So,
I wanted that video to get made. That was important.
Yeah, me too. That was something that we were both looking forward to. But I'm going to we're going to round this off with the intro to Stafford's Music Studio. We're going to let y'all check this out. It's really cool. If you're not familiar with Stafford's Music Studio, check him out. Go to his channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and we would really appreciate it. It's a great show. He puts a lot of hard work into this show. There's nothing I can't express how grateful I am to be a part of that show. It's really cool, and we have a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to take you out with this, the Stafford promo right here. Until next time, folks, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the show, and God bless y'all, and hopefully we will see you next Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Absolutely. See you.
All right, here we go. Take care.